What up guys, this is Monkey Figure Reviews and today we are going to unbox the Glitter and Glamours Nico Robin figure by BANPRESTO / BANDAI Spirits. That is the full figure name, but I prefer to call it the Sailing Again version because this is Robin in her first post-time skip outfit. And before we get started, let's take a quick look at the box as usual. Right at the front, we have an image of what we are going to get inside. Our series name, BANPRESTO logo, Bandai Spirits logo. This is the side view, a full body image of her and more pictures from different angles at the back. This is the other side, another picture of her. Over here at the back, it shows the two versions of this figure. We have the version A, which is mine, and the version B is a lighter color variant. Finally, at the top, we have our white toy sticker here to prove its authenticity. As you can see, the box is brand new and sealed, so we are going to do the unboxing together. Let's go! I have taken out the parts of the figure and we have a total of 3 pieces. We have Robin's upper half, her lower half, and a supporting stand. This is how the figure looks like when put together. I gotta say, I have already seen videos and photos of her by other reviewers and collectors, so I roughly know what are the main issues with this figure. And obviously, if you look at her right now, her face, the hairline, it's really messed up. It looks like she has a bad hair day at the hairdresser and she has to fire the hairdresser for messing it up so badly. But other than that, she seems to be a good height based on first impressions and the overall quality is quite decent. So we're gonna take a closer look now of the figure. As usual, let us start off with the head sculpt. We are going to avoid the main problem right now and move to the face first. Facial likeness wise, I don't think it is 100% when it comes to capturing Robin's likeness, but probably also not the worst. It looks very closely to how the Nico Robin Kung Fu style G&G looks like, and I think they captured the eyes well, but if you look at the nose, it seems to be a big problem. I think it is too big. It protrudes out too much, so it throws off the facial structure of Robin. Maybe on certain angles it looks okay like this from the extreme side, but once you start moving to the front over here, it just stops looking like her as much as before. And maybe on this angle it is also better. It looks better in video, by the way. In real life, the nose is very pronounced. Other than that, the painting is decent on the eyes, the eyebrows. The lips are also painted with a pink lipstick. Moving on to the hair, the main issue is that the hairline is supposed to be straight. It's supposed to be seamless and connected, unlike how it looks like on this figure. The prototype has no issue, so I have no idea what happened here. I think it's a production error because this is not an isolated case. It is the same for all the figures and they just messed up somehow. I think that the main hair sculpt is supposed to be lower to match the two hair strands, but something just went wrong. Honestly, I'm not sure what to feel about her. I'm not angry or unhappy, more of disappointed, because this was a figure I was looking forward to and was hoping that at least, it's a good sculpt, no major issues, but that is not the case. We can tell ourselves that we'll get used to it. It looks fine after a while, but I think we shouldn't accept it. We should call it out, especially if you are a paying customer, you are a consumer. There's major issues, there's major problems. It is okay to voice them out. If they didn't get it right, we'll say it out in our reviews, call them out in our Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And if they got it good, we will also praise them. It is how it is. Enough of that, I'll show you the rest of the hair sculpt. And before that, we have the shades over here. The lenses look great. The frame looks well painted with a silver color. On the side here, you can see that the frame is going into the hair. The transition is actually quite seamless. And towards the back, there are some finishing issues. and you can see the lines that are sculpted on it to show the hair strands. Similar at the top as well. And towards the bottom, this is how it looks like. It breaks up into locks, and it sways towards her left to show a bit of motion. Maybe she's kind of, just brushing her hair towards that direction. Overall, it is decent. It is still acceptable. Moving on to the body, they definitely gave Robin a huge chest. I'm sure most of you are liking it. But if you look closely, this unclothed part is a separate piece that's connected to the clothes piece. And it is not really done in the right way. It seems like this part should go in deeper. For example, if you look at over here, Robin's right boob, the curvature is going along nicely. And just right over here where it transits to the unclothed area, it just gets elevated. You can tell that this is actually at a higher level. It is also evident from the side. If you look at the shoulder area, it is at this level, and once it goes into the unclothed part, the collarbone is way higher. So this is not natural at all, and I think it looks weird, especially once you spotted it. Another area that I've noticed is also the zip connection to the blue top. There seems to be a significant gap on this side and also on that side. So to me, it's just something that I spotted. Other than that, I think the painting is quite decent. You can see for yourself this flower pattern, and the creases are what you can see on it. Maybe the painting for the zip is a bit inconsistent. You can see over here there are some gaps, but towards the bottom it doesn't exist anymore. Same for the right side. Details on the hands are okay. They are decent. Fingernails, they are sculpted but not painted. And I'll just quickly show you guys the back, some of the creases. Hopefully you can see them well on the camera. And this is the other hand. For the bottom half, you can see that the belly button is sculpted here. And if you peek from the top, you can see also that she's wearing white underwear underneath the cloth. And for the details, you can see the creases for yourself. They are quite decent, but the painting over here on the patterns is quite patchy. Some areas is not fully painted, like over there, and over here along this seam line there's this like weird mark that runs through, and also some areas is just not being done in the right way, so it's not really the best. Bleeding over here, some parts coming out of the lines. And this is the back. You can see her butt and some of the creases. There's even a line here to show a bit of her back muscles. And towards here, you get the tie of the cloth and revealing her long legs. And if you look at the areas here, there's also some poor finishing done along the edges. Towards the bottom, this is what you will see. Sculpt wise, I guess we can't really complain too much. This is around that price range. But the finishing can be improved, especially around the edges, to just make it look more crisp and clean. And she's wearing heels, red heels at the bottom. By the way, she can't stand on her own because there's a peg coming out that extends into the base, as you can see. So if you try to put it flat, it's gonna topple over. And if you look underneath the dress, under good light, unlike here, you should be able to see the underwear. The height of this figure from the bottom to the top of her head, that is around 25.5 cm, around 10 inches. If you want to take away the base, just minus about half a cm. Here I have taken out some of my Robin POP figures so we can do a bit of comparison. This is the POP Playback Memories Miss All Sunday, and this is the POP Sailing Again Robin. So you can see that this G&G Robin is actually quite tall. She's taller than both of them. Granted, she has a bit of support from the base. And between these two, the side-by-side comparison, you can just look at it yourself. For example, the hairline, this is how it's supposed to be, much more natural. But of course, this face of Robin is also not the best. It's really up to you which one you prefer better. I know a lot of people were actually waiting for this Robin to be a replacement or alternative for the POP. And really, it depends on what you like. But for me, I still prefer the POP Sailing Again because there's more parts to play with, and just the finishing and texturing, the modeling just seems a lot better than the G&G, but of course it is also more expensive. I have taken out some of my other Robin G&G figures. This is the color walk style, this is the Dressrosa style, and the main comparison you can do here is the facial likeness. How well do they manage to capture Robin's looks? In my opinion, the Color Walk Robin has one of the best character likeness out of all my Robin figures. The Dressrosa Robin is also not bad, one of the better ones. The Strong World Robin also does a pretty good job. And out of these three, probably the middle one is the worst. Alright guys, in conclusion, this Robin figure didn't hit the mark. It fell way below my expectations. It has a few major issues, like the hairline, and also the neck piece not being at the right level. Certain areas like the painting around the skirts and the finishing around the edges is not good enough. I hope I've given you guys a good look, a good review on the figure, and it's up to you guys whether or not it's worth it to get. Personally, as a massive Robin fan, I don't think I will recommend this figure. But again, if you want a Robin figure in this outfit, a large scale figure of her, and you couldn't afford the POP, then this is, as far as we know right now, the best alternative. Unless sometime down the line they finally give us that Grandista Robin. Hopefully it will come soon. Okay, as usual, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below about this figure. If you like my video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share them with your friends. I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on new videos like this. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I will see you very soon. Goodbye.